If you left a job and have your 401k still sitting there, you're not alone. Millions of Americans have old retirement accounts scattered across former employers, and many haven't looked at them in years. Today, I'm going to walk you through the real advantages of rolling over an old 401k and when it may actually make sense to actually leave it where it is. By the end of this video, you'll understand the strategic pros, the tax planning opportunities, and the hidden control issues that most people overlook. Remember to check out our free report in the chat below. Let's get into it. One of the biggest advantages of rolling over an old 401k is control, and that's the big word. Most employer 401k plans have a limited menu of mutual funds to choose from. Those funds, however, are selected by the employer and the plan administrator, not by you. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you dramatically expand your retirement universe. Instead of 15 to 25 options, you can access low-cost ETFs or individual stocks, individual bonds, real estate investment trusts, CD ladders, maybe structured products, or even certain alternative investments depending on the custodian that you choose. This allows for true portfolio customization and diversification. If you're nearing retirement and want more income-oriented investments, you can design for that. If you want lower volatility, you can build for that. If you want tax-advantaged ETFs instead of expensive funds, you can choose them. You have the power. That level of control is often the primary driver for rollovers. Fees, that's a whole nother issue, and they matter a lot. Many older 401k plans contain the following: high expense ratio mutual funds. Also, revenue sharing arrangements. Also, administrative fees, wrap fees, and asset-based plan expenses. And unfortunately, many times these are not disclosed on your statements. When you roll into an IRA, you can choose, number one, ultra low-cost ETFs, two, no transaction fee platforms, custodians with minimal maintenance costs. Even at a 0.5% fee difference, that compounded over 15 to 20 years can translate into thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. Not all 401ks are expensive. Some large corporate plans are very competitive, but you must compare total expense ratio and embedded costs before you decide. Simplicity is overrated. Not paying attention, not okay. Many retirees have a current 401k, two old 401ks, a rollover IRA, a Roth IRA, and a tax-advantaged account. That's what we see after 35 years of taking care of people. That is complexity. Rolling old retirement plans into a single IRA can simplify performance tracking, make rebalancing easier, streamline required minimum distributions, and simplify beneficiary planning, and that's a big one. When it's time for income planning, having fewer accounts makes distribution strategy much, much cleaner and easier for the beneficiaries and for you. Now, in retirement, here's where strategy really comes into play. When you roll an old 401k into a traditional IRA, you open the door to partial Roth conversions, bracket management, strategic income timing. For example, if you retire at age 62 but delay Social Security until 70, you may have several low-income years. There's just no way around it. That window can be ideal for controlled Roth conversions, moving money from pre-tax to tax-free while staying in a favorable bracket. You can't always execute that level of flexibility inside certain 401k structures. Some 401ks require pro rata withdrawals, meaning you take money out, it may come from all of your funds proportionately. In an IRA, you can do the following: sell specific positions, harvest gains or losses strategically, target which assets to liquidate. You're in charge. That matters for a lot of retirees we take care of. Managing sequence of return risk, and that's a whole nother video that we're going to do that you may want to look into. Now, you can draw income from conservative holding during a stressed market. During market downturns, you can leave the equities untouched if structured properly. Another overlooked advantage is estate coordination. IRAs typically provide clear beneficiary designations, easier updates, simplified inherited IRA structures, and that's important. However, under the Secure Act, now most non-spouse beneficiaries must withdraw inherited retirement accounts within 10 years. Having consolidated IRAs can simplify post-death administration significantly. For married couples, it can also make spousal rollovers and tax transitions a lot smoother. When you leave your employer, you lose control over plan decisions. Your former employer can do a couple things. One is change plan providers. They can change investment options. They can even alter fee structures. You're essentially along for the ride, and guess what? They're driving. Once rolled into an IRA, you can control custodian and structure, not your former HR department. That stability can matter long term and in a big way. Now let's be balanced. There are situations where staying in an old 401k may be beneficial for you. Strong federal ERISA creditor protection. That's number one. Number two, institutional share classes with ultra-low fees. The age 55 rule. Penalty-free withdrawals if you leave employment at 55 or later. Also, backdoor Roth considerations for high-income earners. This is not automatic. It requires analysis. It requires planning. The decision should be strategic, not emotional. So here's the bottom line. Rolling over an old 401k can provide, number one, greater investment control. Number two, potentially lower fees. Also, number three, simplified management. Four, more flexible tax planning. Five, better distribution control. And six, cleaner estate coordination. But every single rollover should be evaluated carefully. You should seek out professional assistance. If you'd like help reviewing your old 401k, the fees, the investment lineup, and whether a rollover makes sense, reach out below. And if you found this helpful, subscribe for more retirement strategy breakdowns like this. I'll see you in the next video.